It's coming to the effect of the gyroscopic couple on naval ship. So this picture shows the front and the top view of a naval ship. Here, this in the front we have propeller, and this is the direction of viewing from a rear end. This rear end is called as a stern, and the front end is fore end is called as a bow. And the right side, okay, when you view from rear, the right side is said to be starboard, and the left side is said to be port. So this was the nomenclature of this naval construction, and this is for the transverse axis, and this is for the longitudinal axis. So the fore end of the ship is called as bow, and the rear end is known as stern or aft. That is also very important. Then the left and right side of the ship, when viewed from the stern, that is at the back from the rear, are called as port and starboard. Now, here the effect, we see in the previous case aeroplane, we have only one particular type of effect. But in ship, depending upon the state, it is right. So we have different effects. So generally, in the in naval ship, the gyroscopic couple will have different effects on when the ship is in steering, pitching, and rolling. So this shows the effect of the gyroscopic on the naval ship during steering. Right? So you know these things. So starboard, port, the stern, and this one. So let us assume that the ship takes a left turn. Right? So when it takes a left turn, what happens? This reactive gyroscopic couple, that is gyroscopic couple, will be on that particular direction, and the active gyroscopic couple will be reversed to that direction. And the steering is the turning of a complete ship in a curve towards left or right. So what do you mean by steering? Steering is turning the ship in a curve towards left or right while it moves forward. So this is what steering. And this table gives you a clear picture on the effect of the gyroscopic couple in naval ship during this steering happens. So when it takes a left turn for clockwise direction of the rotor rotation, the effect is to raise the bow and lower the stern. Right? So you are viewing from the rear or stern. Similarly, for right turn, for the clockwise rotation, it is just opposite to this. Similarly, for left and right in counterclockwise direction, so again this would be lowering the bow and raise the stern. So for right turn for counterclockwise direction, raise the bow and lower the stern. So these things when you view from the stern. And when you view from the fore end or bow, so here for left turn for clockwise direction, it is to raise the stern and lower the bow. So here this right of clockwise viewing from stern is equal to left of the clockwise direction of the rotor rotation when it is viewed from the fore end. So you have to compare and you have to remember. So that is very important. And this is the effect of the gyroscopic couple on a naval ship during pitching. So what do you mean by pitching? The movement of a complete ship up and down in vertical plane about transversal axis. So it will have a up and down motion. So that is why it is denoted as the axis of the spin, and it makes some theta angle for up and down. Okay. So this is what the pitching. And when the pitching is upward, the effect of the reactive gyroscopic couple is will try to move the ship towards starboard. On the other hand, if the pitching is downward, the effect of the reactive gyroscopic couple is to turn the ship towards the port side. So you know from viewing from the stern, the left side is said to be port and right side is said to be starboard. So pitching upward will move the ship towards the right when you view from the stern. So that is what you have to understand. And during rolling, the no effect of the gyroscopic couple would be acting on the body of a ship. Why? Because the axis of the precession becomes parallel to the axis of the spin. Therefore, we will have no effect of the gyroscopic couple. So that means that there will be no effect in turning or in making the ship moving. So this is very important.